Usually when I have a race, like a running race, because I'm a cross country runner and I run like a bunch of races. I'll show you. Here's the proof. These are all races I've ran. Those are all bibs from races I've ran. Typically, the most scary part of racing is right before, the minute and the seconds before the gun actually goes off. It's before you actually start sprinting that you feel the most stressed out, that you start overthinking, that you almost feel like you gotta pee your pants, you know? I'm sure you've had this feeling, okay? Like when you're super stressed. It's important that you know how to cope with this stress, because otherwise it could definitely hinder your performance. On days that I'm less stressed in my races, I do so much better than on days that I have a lot more stress. Like the other day, I was just running in practice. It was basically a practice run, but we called it a race. And I did so much better because I wasn't even thinking about competing. Like I was just running to run. So to put that in terms of your own life, how you could apply that is try to make the hard things not seem so hard. Don't imagine yourself don't imagine like the race you're going to as the race. Imagine it as just like, okay, I'm gonna run as hard as I can. So for you, that might look like when you're taking your exams, your paper exams, your SAT or something. Don't get so scared during the SAT. I know it sounds so weird to say. It's so like plain, yeah, like don't get nervous during the SAT, guys. Like I'm saying this, but really what you need to do during the SAT when you walk in there is just take this deep breath, this breathing technique that will reduce your stress. You need to learn how to breathe properly because you don't know how to breathe in terms of controlling your stress. I was listening to this podcast the other day, and apparently there's like this scientifically proven way to breathe so that you'll instantly feel less stressed. Like it's wired into our brains, this function that we do, this way of breathing that we usually breathe like throughout the day. Sometimes you might find yourself doing this naturally, but if you could do this like intentionally, that would be amazing for whenever you're in a stressful situation. So I learned this from Andrew Huberman. He has a podcast. He's a science guy. So he did all the research, or he looked at research, not me. I'm not going to cite anything. Trust me, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just trust me, bro. So the way you're supposed to breathe is, do it with me right now. Taking a deep breath, and then another one. And then slowly exhale. So I'll do it in front of you. I won't describe while I'm doing it now. You notice, if you're watching the video, you notice like how you see my nose have to like force another breath of air through my nose. So like you take a deep breath, and then when you're at the climax of that breath, when you try to hold that breath after, so like you deep breathing and then hold that breath and then breathe in again. Try to get in another breath. So if you're watching me, just look at what I do. And now you should feel less stressed after this, scientifically. No matter how many times you do this, this will reduce your stress. So apparently, if you do this once, it should give you like the maximum benefit. But if you do this twice or 3 times, that would be good too. Like before the race or before the exam, maybe in the middle of whatever stressful situation you're going into. But point being is, use this technique whenever you feel stressed, okay? And obviously don't like overdo it. Don't start hyperventilating, like don't do that. That's gonna actually increase stress. But just remember to do this from every now on, okay? Because this will actually increase the quality of your work. So like you'll do better on the exam, you'll do better on the race, you'll be faster, and it'll make you, feel more calm and less nervous. So yeah, I think you should share this with anyone. Just show them like in real life, like your friends who are students before the exam, share this breathing practice with them. Okay, and if you still didn't get the hang of it, search up Andrew Huberman stress reducing breathing tactic if you still don't understand. But I think you should share this with your friends, like this breathing tactic. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. My name is Faris Faisal. Think big, and follow the Instagram and subscribe. Thank you.